It's me. And you know what? I'm coming out with my memoir. See this? This is my new book. That's right. I've written a new book. It's called Bits and Pieces. I don't know what you're going through in your life. Maybe there's something in here that will help you. Maybe you're going through loss of a loved one or a friend, or, maybe your mom was weird and funny, and maybe you're a weird and funny kid. Who can say? If you're any of those things, this might be a good book for you to pick up. I'm excited because it's a little bit more about me than you probably ever thought you wanted to know. But I actually think you do want to know. Going into my reading room now. Please join me. There are a couple of people I would have given it over to because I love their voices, but then I realized that this is part of the thing one should do, especially if one is writing about family. I was raised in the days when you didn't tell kids much, but my mother always made sure that we knew the facts about things. She was a great lady. I liked her a lot, and I miss her being in the zeitgeist. Probably none of us had the childhoods we think we had. We only have our individual memories of what we believed happened. You can talk to siblings born 2 years apart, and they will give you different perspectives on the same event or experience in their childhoods. When my mother died unexpectedly in August 2010, it took me a while to feel the full effect of her being gone. I still had my older brother, Clyde, and as long as he was with me, I had my home base. There were only 3 of us in my family, mother, brother, and me. I knew Clyde and I would be okay. We were both in our 50s, so I thought I'd have my brother in my life for at least another 25 years. Then 5 years after my mom passed, Clyde suddenly died of an aneurysm. I was stunned by it, but not really surprised in a way. He was different after our mom died, and when she died, a large part of my brother disappeared with her. Most people couldn't see it, but I could. After Clyde died, I didn't know what to do with myself. I wasn't really ready to feel so alone. I wanted to crawl into a cave and hole up, but my work schedule wouldn't allow for it, so I carried on, feeling flat. Suddenly I felt there might be many loose ends and unanswered questions, but at the same time, I had no proof, and there were loose ends to resolve. I began to doubt if any of my memories were real, or if they were something I saw or read a long time ago. And Clyde was the only brain I had on my memories, the only witness to my growing up years. And I used to ask him, am I crazy? Did this really happen? He'd say something like, it happened, sis, but it was during this time or that time. Or we did go there during that time and here's why. Now I no longer have Clyde to set me straight. I have no one left to ask. It's this thing we all have to face, the death of those who knew you the best, the people in your life story. I'm very lonely for my family. Without them, I admit, I feel balls to the ground scared, often for the first time in my life. You might be asking, why are you writing a memoir then? Well, because the 2 most magnificent people I've ever known were my mother and my brother Clyde, and they had almost everything to do with how I became the person I am. Also, I can sense that my memories of my mom, which used to fire strong like a torch, now have become more of a flicker in the 13 years since she's passed away. I know the same will happen with Clyde, so I want to put them down in words before they fade any further. So now's the time for a book about my nucleus family. My brother, Clyde, and especially about my mother, because none of the other stuff would have happened for me without her. I never doubted that she loved me for exactly who I was. My mom made me believe I could do anything I wanted. And when I told her that I thought I would be acting, she listened. And she had conversations with me about it, backed me up. Because of my mom, I was able to go from being Karen Johnson, the little weird kid from the projects who nobody ever expected to achieve anything, to pretty much being me, Whoopi Goldberg. And I know how lucky I was and am. Not everybody gets to walk this earth with folks who let you be exactly who you are and give you the confidence to become exactly who you want to be. So I thought I'd share mine with you.